Hello everyone. Today our class is going to be more of a mindful and slower flow. You may need a block, a cushion or a blanket, and we are going to be spending a little bit of time on our knees, so you may want to pad underneath your knees. We will be doing a class based around self-love, as often when times are difficult and we are being stretched in all directions, we forget that we cannot pour from an empty cup. Remember that what you are currently experiencing will not last forever. I hope this class helps you fill up your cup. So to get started, we'll start by lying down. You can lie down with your legs extended, or you can bend your knees so that the soles of your feet rest on the floor. Find the most comfortable position on your back. And when you are ready, either close your eyes or soften your gaze. Turn your attention to the emotions you are experiencing and the thoughts up at the surface of your mind. You may notice these thoughts or feelings that you have may have been repeated throughout your day or over the past few days. Try not to judge how you are feeling, and rather than letting your thoughts lead you, simply observe them. Observing can lead to acceptance, and acceptance doesn't mean that you're okay with everything that you have going on, but acceptance allows us to be in the present moment. Notice now your breathing, simply watching the breath as it flows in and out of your body without changing your breath in any way. Lightly place one hand on your belly, take a deep inhale through your nose and imagine you are filling your belly with air. Open your mouth and exhale, release your breath. Inhale, sending the breath into your belly, and exhale, release. Inhale, let your belly rise and expand, and exhale, let your breath go. Release your hand back beside you on the mat. Close your mouth and focusing on deepening your breath in and out of your nose. If today breathing out of your nose does not work for you, breathe out of your mouth but still try to lengthen your breath if you can. Sliding your legs together, reach your arms overhead for a deep stretch. And when you're ready, hug your knees in towards your chest. You can hold on top of your knees or behind your knees. Either find stillness here or rock from side to side or circle your knees. In your own time, Roll over to one side and gently push yourself up to a seated position. You may choose to cross your legs or extend your legs out in front of you, or you can kneel and place blocks or cushions underneath you to help take pressure off your knees. Close your eyes and bring your hands down to heart center, setting your intention for your practice today. You may choose to honor your body as you move, or you may choose to dedicate your practice to someone. To seal your intention, bring your fingertips up to your forehead and your hands back down to your heart. Open your eyes and release your hands down by your sides. On your inhale, rise your arms up overhead, palms or fingertips to touch, and as you exhale, guide your hands back down to the mat. Inhale, rise your arms up, either looking forward or up at your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands back down. Inhale, rise your arms up, imagine your spine is growing taller. Exhale, gently release your arms back down. For a seated twist, bring your left hand to your right knee, your right arm behind you. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, gently twist. Try to keep the twist even throughout your spine. You do not need to twist all the way to the back of the room or crank yourself all the way round. Just being mindful that you are gently warming up your body. Inhale, exhale, turn back to center. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Inhale, lengthen, and keep that length as you exhale, twist. Fixing your gazing point, your drishti, at one point in the room. Being mindful of keeping your head level rather than dropping your head or lifting your chin. Inhale, exhale, turn back to center. For a side body stretch, bring your right hand further away from you. Press the floor away, and as you inhale, reach your left arm up. And if you want to, you can drop it over. Make sure you are spreading your fingers wide as you press the floor away. For a variation, you can walk your right hand further away from you or come down on your forearm. But try to keep your sitting bones in contact with the mat or the cushion beneath you. Leading with your left arm as you inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, release. Left hand further away from you. Inhale, bring your right arm up. And if you want to, you can drop it over. Try to bring your attention to the right side of your torso and notice how it feels when you breathe. Lead with your right arm as you inhale, come back up to center. Exhale here. Come to all fours for cat-cow. Bring your knees hip distance apart. Have your wrists underneath your shoulders or just in front. On your inhalation, drop your belly towards the floor. Lift your chest, look forward. Exhale, round your spine. Begin to press the floor away. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine, pressing the floor away. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, keep your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest. You can look forward or you can look up. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, come back to all fours. As you exhale, sink down into child's pose, big toes touching, knees together or as wide as you like. Sink your hips back towards your heels and either extend your arms out in front of you or stack your forearms and rest your head. Here, focus on creating movement in your back ribs by deepening your breath, allowing a sense of grounding. To begin to step into love for yourself, bring to mind one thing that you love about yourself. This can be something small or something big, but try not to follow it up with anything negative. Repeat to yourself this one thing that you love about yourself. Keeping this in mind, take a deep inhale through your nose, open your mouth, and exhale, release. Coming back to this one thing that you love, inhale into your nose, exhale out of your mouth. One last time, remind yourself of that thought. Take a deep inhale and exhale out of your mouth. Come back to breathing in and out of your nose, maintaining a steady rhythm in your breathing. On your next inhalation, push up to all fours. As you exhale, lift your hips to downward facing dog, pressing back in your arms. Work your heels down one at a time to wake up the backs of your legs. Exhale, bend your knees and walk towards the top of the mat. Bring your feet hip distance apart and either hold your opposite elbows or drape your arms towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Exhale, fold. Keep some softness in your knees and either rock from side to side or move your head up and down or play with the balance in your feet. Exhale, release your arms towards the floor. Bring the weight to your heels. Press your feet into the floor as you slowly rise up to standing, bringing your arms out and up overhead, palms facing each other, reaching up tall whilst feeling the ground beneath your feet. Breathing in and breathing out. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides. Keep your feet hip distance apart. Place both hands over your heart in mountain pose Tadasana. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Notice the rhythm in your chest. Taking an inhale, exhaling, releasing your arms down by your sides. Surya Namaskara A, Sun Salutation A. Stepping your feet together or just apart at the top of your mat. Inhale, bring your arms up, palms or fingertips to touch. As you exhale, fold forward and down. Bend your knees to touch the floor if you need to. Inhale, lengthen your spine, hands to your shins, look forward. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank. Exhale, bring down just your knees, then bend at your arms, lower flat. Inhale, slide forward and lifting for cobra pose, your back bend. Exhale, lift up and push back to downward facing dog. We'll take 5 deep breaths in downward facing dog. Try to remember that your knees do not have to touch the floor in downward facing dog. If you have that thought, let it go. If there is pulling behind the backs of your knees, bend your knees but keep your tailbone lifted. Check that you are spreading your fingers wide. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Walk to the top of the mat. Feet together, inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, hands to your shins. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, rise up to standing, arms up, looking up or gazing forward. Exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. Inhale, bring your arms up, palms or fingertips to touch. Exhale, fold forward and down. Bend your knees to touch the floor if you need to. Inhale, lengthen your spine, hands to your shins, straighten your legs, look forward. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank. Exhale, bring down just your knees, then bend at your arms, lower flat. Inhale, slide forward and lift for cobra pose. Exhale, lift up and push back, downward facing dog. If today 5 breaths here does not feel right for you, bring down your knees, take a moment to pause, honour your body in your practice. Check that you are pressing down in your fingertips and your knuckles. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step and walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, rise up to standing, reach your arms up overhead, looking up or forward. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides. Last sun salutation. Inhale, bring your arms up, palms or fingertips to touch. Exhale, fold forward and down. Bend your knees to touch the floor if you need to. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, hands to the fronts of your legs. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat, step back to plank. Exhale, bring down just your knees, bend at your arms, lower flat. Inhale, slide forward, lift for cobra. Exhale, lift up and push back, downward facing dog. Our last 5 deep breaths here. Check that you are pressing back in your hands. Keeping your breath smooth, keeping it steady. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, halfway lift, looking forward. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, rise up to standing, reaching your arms up overhead. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Inhale, step back with your right foot for triangle pose. Left foot parallel to the back edge of your mat or turn it slightly in. Bring your arms out beside you. Inhale, reach as far forward as you can. Exhale, come down, holding what is open to you today. You might be holding on to your shin, your ankle, or you can hook your big toe with your peace fingers. Try to keep your chest open and remember to breathe. Inhale, rise up to standing. Keep your feet where they are, and as you exhale, reverse your triangle by bringing your left arm down your left leg, lifting your right arm up. Focus here on reaching up rather than leaning back. Inhale, rise back to center. Exhale, rotate one foot at a time to face the opposite direction. Inhale, reach as far forward as you can. Exhale, come down, holding what is open to you. Press your left big toe into the mat and engage your left thigh. If there's any pulling behind your knee, bend your knee slightly. Inhale, rise back up to center. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Right arm down your right leg, lifting your left arm up. Inhale, rise back to center. Rotate on your feet to face the opposite direction. Widen your stance by bringing your back foot further away from you. Exhale, bend your right knee into warrior two. Relax your shoulder blades down your back, keeping your arms straight and strong. Gaze at your front middle finger. Keep your legs where they are. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm down your left leg, lifting your right arm up. Keep bending through your right knee. Inhale, rise back up to center. Straighten out your right leg and rotate on your heels to face the opposite direction. Exhale, bend through your left knee. Try to keep your left knee stacked over your ankle. Exhaling, reversing your warrior. Inhale, rise up to center. Straighten out your left leg and heel to toe your back foot in. Exhale, step your feet together at the top of your mat. Hands to your waist for tree pose. Inhale, lift your right leg up and place your foot where you can on your left leg. Hands either stay at heart center or lift them up, softening your gaze. Showing yourself kindness here, no matter how your balance feels today. Exhale, release. Shake out your left leg if you need to. Inhale, lift your left leg up and place the sole of the foot where you can on the right. Hands at heart center, they can either stay here or you can lift them up. Remembering to soften your gaze, look straight ahead. Remembering to show yourself kindness here. Keeping your leg active by pressing the floor away, pressing down in your right big toe. One more deep breath. Release your hands to your waist. Exhale, release. Bringing your feet together or just apart. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up or forward. Exhale, bring your arms down beside you as you fold forward into a standing forward fold. Wrap your arms around your legs or place your hands either side of your feet. If you choose to wrap your arms around your legs, give yourself a hug here. Notice if you need to hold yourself a little bit more softness. Bend your knees if you need to. Release your legs as you bring your hands to the front of your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank. Exhale, bring down just your knees, then bend at your arms and lower flat. Inhale, lifting forward into cobra. Exhale, lift up and push back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up, pointing your foot towards the ceiling. Exhale, step your right foot towards your hands for a low lunge, or use your hand on your right ankle to walk it forward. Come down on your left knee. Try to have your left knee directly underneath your hips as you rise up. Press the top of your left foot into the mat. Inhale, rise your arms up overhead. And if this is uncomfortable on your knee, you can slide a blanket underneath. Taking one more deep breath. Exhale, bring both of your hands down to your right knee and sink down into your right knee if you want to. Taking one more deep breath. Inhale, rising your arms back up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Straighten out your left leg by curling your toes under. Take a few breaths in a runner's lunge, spreading your fingers wide and pushing the floor away. And on your exhale, gently step back to downward facing dog. For the opposite side, inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot forward towards your hands for a low lunge, or use your hand on your left ankle to walk it forward. Come down on your right knee. Again, try to make sure your knee is directly underneath your hip. Press the top of your right foot into the mat. Inhaling, rising your arms up. Check that you are relaxing your jaw and your forehead. And if you want to, exhale, bring both of your hands down to your left knee and sink down into your knee. Taking one more deep breath. Inhale, rise your arms back up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Straighten out your right leg, keeping your hips lifted. Taking another breath in, runner's lunge. And on your exhale, lift your hips a little bit higher. Step back to downward facing dog. Exhale, bring your knees down to the mat for child's pose. Big toes touching, knees as wide as you like. Sink your hips back towards your heels. Reach your arms forward or stack your forearms to support your head. Come back to being aware of the movement you're creating in your back ribs by deepening your breath. This time, bring to mind one thing that you love about your body. Soften your judgment of your body and try not to follow it up with anything negative. Take a moment to repeat this love of your body to yourself. Keeping it in mind, take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale, release. Coming back to what you love about your body. Inhale into your nose, open your mouth, exhale. One last time, remind yourself of that thought, taking a deep inhale, exhaling out of your mouth. Come back to breathing in and out of your nose, back to your steady breath. Slide your hands back by your chest. Inhale, push up to all fours and step back to a plank position. Exhale, bring down your knees and come to lie down on your front. For Sphinx pose, bring your forearms out in front of you with your palms flat. Lift your chest forward, shoulder blades down your back. Breathe deeply here. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. If you've had enough, you can come out at any time to rest. To release the pose, slide your hands by your chest and rest your head on the mat. Coming now to Cobra pose, or repeat Sphinx pose if you want to. Press your palms into the mat. Inhale, lift your head and your chest. Press the tops of your feet into the mat to keep your legs active. Focus on using the muscles in your back rather than gaining height. 3 more deep breaths. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Stack your forearms in front of you and rest your forehead. Rock your hips from side to side or pause for a moment here. Lift your head, slide your hands back by your chest, push up to all fours, and on your exhalation, sink your hips back into child's pose. Focusing on the movement in your back ribs. Now thinking of one thing that you love about your life. It can be the smallest thing or the biggest thing. But take a moment to repeat what you love to yourself, letting yourself feel grateful. Keeping this in mind, take a deep inhale through your nose, open your mouth, exhale, release. Coming back to what you love about your life. Inhale through your nose, exhale, release. One last time, remind yourself of that thought. Take a deep inhale and exhale out of your mouth. Return to breathing in and out of your nose, keeping your breath steady and smooth. Slide your hands back by your chest. Inhale, push up to all fours. As you exhale, sink your hips over to one side. Come to lie down on your back with your knees bent. Bring your heels towards your glutes, feet hip distance apart, arms by your sides for bridge pose. Press your palms lightly into the mat. Inhale, lift up your hips, lifting them up as high as you can. Keep energizing your legs by squeezing your thighs towards each other without your knees touching. Keep focusing on your breath. Exhale, slowly bring your hips down to the mat. One more time. Inhale, lift your hips by pressing evenly through your feet. Either keep your forearms pressing into the mat or interlace your fingers underneath you and roll one shoulder under at a time to open your chest. We'll take a few more breaths here or come out when you want to. Exhale, release your hands and slowly bring your hips down to the mat. Walk your feet a little bit wider and allow your knees to drop together or rock your knees from side to side. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Keeping your knees lifted, bring your arms out beside you and gently guide your knees over towards the right side, turning your head to the left. Try to anchor your feet down to the mat. It doesn't matter if your knees don't touch the floor. If there's any straining in your shoulders or in your neck, slide a folded blanket or a cushion underneath your knees. Begin to let go of your deep breathing. Relaxing your feet, your hands, and your face. Lift your knees back to center. Guide your knees over to the left, turning your head to the right. Releasing what you can here. Lifting your knees back to center. Hug your knees in towards your chest one last time. Making any further movement here to help you prepare you for Shavasana, full relaxation. For Shavasana, your legs can be bent or extended. And allow yourself to take up as much room as you need. And feel free to cover yourself with a blanket. If you find it distracting, you might want to pop something over your eyes. Lift up your chest, gently place it back down. Very slightly tuck your chin so the back of your neck is long. On your next inhale, filling your belly with air, hold it at the top, open your mouth and exhale, release. Inhaling, filling your belly with air and exhale, release. Inhaling into your belly, into your chest and exhale, release. Inhale into your belly, into your chest, hold it at the top and exhale, release. Take your time to relax your jaw. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax your forehead. Be aware of your breath and let go of all thoughts. Slowly start to deepen your breath, becoming aware of the mat beneath you. And gently come back into movement by moving your fingers and your toes. If you would like to, you can bring your legs together and reach your arms overhead for a deep stretch. Roll over to your right side, using your arm as a pillow. With your eyes closed, gently pushing yourself up to seated at the top of your mat. Placing your hands over your heart, reminding yourself about how you filled up your cup today. Remembering that one thing that you love about yourself, that one thing that you love about your body, and the one thing you love about your life. Lift the corners of your mouth and show yourself some gratitude for coming to the mat today. Stay here for as long as you need, and whenever you feel ready, slowly open your eyes.